Well, welcome back to another episode of Penny's Hot Rod and Custom. Just old Derek again. This time we're going to do something a little different. This is a clutch pulley. This is where you bolt onto your flywheel of an engine, and you can pull this out and it won't spin, so you can put your belt on, or just you can have your belt on and it'll stop to whatever you want to run, a feeder, a grinder, drill press, whatever. And then when you want to engage it, you push this in, and it pushes the shoes up against the inside of the drum here, and it locks it, and that's what drives the belt. It makes it a lot easier than trying to slide it off just a stationary, a solid pulley versus a clutch. So this is off of one of my 2.5 famous engines. I have a couple of them. I've been slowly gathering parts up. I think I got enough to do 2 now, I think. But I do have another clutch pulley to go by. Like this is not right, because this is actually supposed to have thread coming here, and it was a nut to tighten it up. Someone just welded it. Someone actually did a very nice job. They needed a bigger pulley diameter. So they went through the job, all through the effort of trying to lining up an old pulley, and they kind of welded it on here. You can see. And I've taken some measurements, and it's pretty straight. Like, it was pretty, whoever did it wasn't a bad job. So there's actually a belt pulley, because there's a crown. On a pulley, you always need a bit of a crown on each side. That's the way how the belt mates stays on. You never want a flat surface. You always want like a degree off this way and a degree off this way. And usually your high point in the middle of the pulley. And you see, this doesn't even look like the right bolt. It seems that that's not even the right bolt. It should be high crown, not, I think there's one. And it's seized, so. But I thought it'd be different to do something, to do a clutch. I have actually a bunch of them we could actually do, so. But we're going to work with this one. I'm hoping the shoes are not bad. I'm hoping I can reuse the shoes. Not guarantee. If not, then we have to make some new wooden shoes up. But I guess first thing first, I guess we have to grind this off so we can get this pulley off. Take some of this wire off. And get rid of the spring. And I think I can get a torch down here, because I want to run it to the original style. I don't want this on, so I think I can get a torch, cut that off. And then when I get this all stripped, I'll set this up onto the lathe and just give it a new face, just to clean up all the ugliness here. So that's the plan. I'll go gather some tools and tear this guy apart. All I did is just had my grinder, carefully not to hit this. I just ground that off. And then I know it got it weak enough that I can put a screwdriver in it. Hopefully, that's the plan. And just tin can it out. Eventually. Something like that. Now you see what I'm doing. So, oh, there we go. Okay, there, it's all tin canned off. Now, pull that up. There's the handle. We'll probably, I don't know what's so worn on this thing. I know this handle is it definitely has wear. So we may set that up and rebore it and bush it. There's that. This is supposed to move. I know it's supposed to move because it's supposed to pop up. So this will We'll get some tool and undo this, take this off, pop this off, and see if we can get these nuts off. See if we can pop that off. Alright, I'll gather some tools up and I'll put the GoPro up. Alright, this was my biggest worry. I'm not too worried about these guys, that's okay. These guys here, if these are broken, either I got one new cap. If I don't, I won't weld this up, because it's just for your engine running at 400 RPM. This thing's running at 400 RPM in standard, so you always got potential things breaking, flying apart, and hurting somebody, and I refuse to have that, so. These are supposed to thread their seeds, then I'll have to heat these up with a torch or something. We'll see. We'll keep on tearing this guy apart. Alright, you can see I've been spraying it with that penetrating oil, whatever you got, and I was slowly tapping it. Just taking my time. Just slowly tapping, because you don't want to break. Casts can break very easily, and you don't want to hit these guys either. So what I'll do is I'll keep fighting with this, and then I'll bring you guys back, because it might take me a while. Okay, after tapping, I finally got it popped off. There we go. So we're gonna have to make this shaft, because this shaft comes out of here. And this one is pinned onto here. So we'll have to make a new shaft. That's no big deal if I want my thread back on. I don't know. Oh. There we go. Yeah, that's where the clutch spins on, and this is where the shoes expand to lock the clutch in. I'm just gonna put this on the ground. At least the inside of this looks really good. I'm happy with this. But if pull. Let's see, we definitely got some wear in here. Hopefully just new pins, so we'll see if we can pull these pins out. I would sure like to know the guy who put this pulley on. Like I say, that's not factory, you can see. Because they sure put some thought into it. To get the pins out, they got to go through the pulley and then come out here. They even drilled a hole for that to line up perfectly on both sides. So, I hope. Well, close enough. But, let's see. I better put something on so I don't roll over. Well, they were close. They were close. But That's okay. We'll torque that off. But I just say, someone actually did put quite a bit of thought when they put that pulley on. I've never seen anything like that before. Well, I ran out of acetylene, so that didn't even work. So I've been using a Sawzall. But I've gotten 1, 2, 3 cut already. And you can see, this was the part that was supposed to be welded to this clutch pulley. They weren't really holding on that strong, really. Same as this guy. That really never was penetrated into cast. It's tough to weld cast. So I thought I'd just let you guys know that. And now I got 2 more to, I don't know what you guys can see. I've got 2 more to go. And then this pulley's off. It took me a bit. I got it out. I've got it. But you can see whoever did this did actually what they used back then. That's how they make things work. You can see, so alright, that's the part I did not want. That's not factory. That might have, I don't know what it came off of, but this is all factory. And I'll take a closer camera later for you guys, but you can see that's where they kind of gob welded here a little bit. But we'll set this up on the lathe and give it a nice new face job. I just now after those holes were, you can get your pins out. Stopping that. I'll make sure that doesn't roll off. I'm gonna say, in fact, I might give you just a little bit of clean, but these shoes are gonna survive. That's 100+ year old wood. That's they made stuff last. Like this engine was pre-World War One. Yeah, that shoe will survive for another day. There we go. We got that apart. Besides throwing it in the lathe, we'll give it a pretty good cleaning job. Yeah, I think this bar will be fine. We got to check to make sure that bar, the other part. We'll be making a new pin here. This is supposed to slide back and forth. There we go. I got it moving. That part's not too bad. Just too bad they, whatever happened, like this was supposed to be about that much longer with a threaded a nut on it, so. We'll make that new part. But, what I'll do, I'm going to pretty much call this a, maybe. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed the little episode of kicking a 2.5 horse famous clutch pulley apart. Luckily I think we'll just be able to clean this guy up. I don't think there's anything broken majorly, but we'll have to make a new pin. That'll be in the next episode. We'll make that. Probably rebore this guy out and put a bushing in. And whatever else has to be fixed. But I think I'm going to leave it as this episode. And I hope you guys enjoyed it. Something different. This is also part of an old engine. So part of the old rust iron disease I have, I guess. So alright, I'll catch you on the next one.